Hi there again, everybody. Welcome back to Prestige Auctions. Today we're going to be having a look at the forthcoming specialist sale that we've got, which is taking place on the 23rd of October down here at Prestige Auctions. The viewing day for this auction is this Friday, the 17th of October, from 8 in the morning till 7 at night. Well, what's on sale? Well, it's sort of a mixed general sale, but with a few more sort of specialised bits in there. Lot number one, of course, is the house, and two is a Rolex, and so on. But then we go on to a lot of alcohol in this sale, and also a lot of toys, some lovely art as well, and lots of other bits and bobs. Now, this is the first of a few specialist sales that we've got planned. We've got this one planned, we've got another one planned in December, early December, which will include some very nice items as well, and then we've got another one in January, which is going to be mixed antiques and collectibles. We've had a job in with some interesting bits, and we've got a load of folio books and all sorts of stuff. So lots of interesting stuff coming up at Prestige. So, how do you go about bidding on one of our specialist sales? Well, of course, if you are a regular viewer to Prestige Auctions from the general sales on the Saturday, of which we do get thousands of people looking in, then, of course, you know you can't normally bid unless you're registered with us and you ring us up with bids. Well, this one, of course, you can bid on these ones, and we can send it through the post for you. So, what I'm going to do is as always, I'm just going to show you how to actually do this. So if you go onto your Google page like that and type in, as simple as this, Easy Live Auctions, there you go. You'll see all of the things come up there like that. I'll find my mouse wherever it's gone, and then you can click onto Easy Live Auctions and go to their homepage like that. So if you've signed into it, you'll probably go straight to the homepage like it is there. Now, how do you find us? Well, there you go. If you see in the middle there, you see Auctioneers. Click on Auctioneers. Go into the Auctioneers and type in Prestige. Okay, once you've typed in Prestige, click search. You'll find us. There it is. Click Prestige Auctions. Go up there to Current Auctions 1. Click on it and you'll see it. There it is. Prestige Auctions auction to include Lincolnshire Walls property, alcohol coins, artwork, lots of collectible toys from Reborn Dolls, Star Wars, Transformers, Action Man, Lego, gaming, records, etc. So it's a very mixed sale. So what you do is you click onto it like that, and there you go. You will see the catalogue, and it's as simple as it gets. Now, of course, if you do want to register, you go onto there, register to bid. It's quite important, I always think, that if you're going to bid on an auction like this, there are two different ways you can do it with Easy Live. You can just bid away, register and then bid away, but then you will be charged another 3% commission. I think is it 3%? Yeah, anyway, you'll be charged additional commission, and of course that will go onto the commissions that we charge, which is 15% plus VAT. So my preferred way for everyone, and the way I do it when I'm bidding on Easy Live Auctions, is I pay a £3 fee. When you click on register to bid there, it will give you two different ways that you can pay. It'll either be two different ways you can either pay by having the additional commission or the £3 fee. Pay that fee for the less than the price of a cup of coffee these days. You can then bid away without risking any more additional commission being added. Okay, so once you're onto the catalogue like that, you can then start browsing away. And of course, you can already start bidding. One of the great things about Easy Live is they've now got a function on there on Easy Live Auction, one of the great things that they've got on there is that you can start bidding literally straight away, and those bids will be the opening bids. Well, of course, lot number one is this wonderful house, the house at North Thoresby that we're going to be selling. Well, it's actually two holiday lets. It's actually split down the middle there. It's two holiday lets, and it's got a humongous amount of land with it as well, nearly an acre. It's also got access from the A16. If you go onto the A16 and you come up into these gates here, and it's also got access from Stanholme Lane, which is near the church in North Thoresby. Now, the permission on this is for two holiday lets, but from what we can gather, need to check this out legally, but from what we can gather, what's being told by the vendors is that it's got, you can being there all year round, as long as you've got a permanent address elsewhere. So this makes this an ideal countryside retreat for somebody in the city, maybe down south. And with an auction estimate of 150 to 250,000, you're getting a lot for your money. You also will own the lane coming in from the A16, of which a service charge is payable from the other people that own plots of land on there. So that is payable to you as the property owner. Now, could it be turned into anything other than what it is at the moment, which is 2 holiday lets? Well, that's up to you to find out if you can do that legally. Of course, what you need to be doing is looking at that and saying, what do I want to invest? How much more money do I want to spend on the house? Do I just want to use it as a retreat? Do I want to use it as an Airbnb? Do I want to fill the land with something else? That's your choice. That's what for you to look into. The legal pack is available for that. If you want all the legal documents that we've got, we can, of course, forward those to you if you want the email address. The viewing for that is actually tomorrow. I'm probably going to put this video out tonight so people can see that the viewing for this is tomorrow. If you go onto the A16, we will have a signpost on there stating where to come. Okay, so that's going to be lot number 1 in the sale. And lot number 2, let's just get back up there, is this old Rolex watch. Now, old Rolex watches like this, no image currently available. I don't think that's right. Anyway, because you can see the image is there. But these old Rolex watches, sort of from the 50s and so on, can be worth a few quid. Certain people like the older Rolexes. They're not necessarily into the newer stuff. And I think this is a little beauty, if I'm honest. Apologies for the jumping around in the video there. We're having 1 or 2 problems with getting the camera to hold steady. It keeps freezing and things. So what I will say to you is if it does freeze in the bottom corner, it's only the image of me anyway. Don't worry about it. You'll still get the audio anyway of what I'm talking about. So like I was saying there, with these older Rolexes, these can be quite interesting pieces. And this one does need work, though. There's no doubt about it. It is not in the best of conditions. It needs a service. It needs a tidy up. But it's there, and that's the thing. A 1950s early Rolex watch, it's all there. Get it all done up, and it's going to be a few quid. I think that's going to probably do somewhere between £500 and £1,000, something like that. But fully done up, you're looking at sort of £4,500 to £5,500, even £6,500. So again, opportunities. Well, of course, then we come on to alcohol, and we've got some interesting lots in this one. From bottles of champagne, we've got some old Moet and Chandon as well, including from the 1960s, up for grabs on the auction. And we've also got bottles of port, various mixed cases of stuff, some older stuff. Some of it won't be drinkable, but that's up for you to have a look at. And we've also got lots of bottles of nice whiskey, Chivas Regal. We've got Black Label there, Johnny Walker. We've got some Jamesons. We've got some Malfi, or Melfi, or whatever it's called, gin. Some of the posh vodkas as well. And Martell. We've also got some Glenfiddich. And of course, these are sealed bottles. We only sell sealed bottles at Prestige Auctions. So, Gentleman Jack, some of these ones are quite expensive bottles. So, sometimes opportunity to get a bit of a bargain at the auction when you see all of this stuff come in. We do get a lot of people bringing alcohol to us at Prestige, but of course this is really the only way that you can sell it legally. We are licensed to sell it on the day, whereas you can't sell it on other places. They'll move it off Facebook Marketplace and eBay and places like that, because you have no license to sell it. So if you have got alcohol, always consider bringing it to Prestige. We can get it sold for you. Bit of my favourite there, Southern Comfort. Do like a drop of that. We've got gins as well, various ports and sherries, and of course, looking at these, starting bids, you can start bidding on these straight away. There's no need to wait till the auction. Bottle of Canesta Cream Superior Sherry. There's just so much interesting stuff in there. And then you've got your standards like your Bell's whiskies and bits and bobs like that. But there you go. This stuff there, that's not cheap. In fact, I was looking around Tesco's the other week at some of the offers, or so-called offers that they've got on. The prices of everything has gone up massively, and of course that has affected alcohol as well. So as you look through here, more and more bottles of alcohol. You've got some of the old Wade Bells with whiskey in and so on. But again, as you're coming down here, you have got the opportunity to buy 1 or 2 bottles of something that you like ready for Christmas. Now, we then move on to some of the collectibles. We've got these are quite nice actually. Framed, embroidered sort of silks and things that are quite large as well. So these here, you can see that there's it's all been, and they're quite old as well. So again, stuff that's been done years ago. Now we have got these here, and these are fantastic pieces of art. I mean, to think that that's an oil painting, you wouldn't actually believe it. David Waller, stuff that's been in here before. His art is awesome. There is no doubt about it. When you look at this, just look at that. I mean, the detail in it all. And these, of course, have been nicely framed. But, of course, like anything that's decent, it's not going to be super cheap. £400 starting bid on these. And some of these are kind of fixed as well. So when you come here, you've also got trawler paintings. You've got 1 or 2 other David Waller pieces. This one here is by a local artist called Keith Baldock. And again, the detail in Keith's work is absolutely stunning. Somebody once said to me that of all the local trawler artists, of course we are in Grimsby, where trawlers was a big thing, Keith Baldock was always the one that got the sea just right in line with the ships as well. More David Waller pieces there, and again, these ones here, again, oil paintings. Look at them. Look how good they actually are. So if you've got a nice country house or something, then maybe those are the ones for you. Another David Waller one there, just sat in the middle, and there you go with that retriever there, retrieving some bird. This one here is the St Ives watercolour. This one here, again, I think when this was purchased from an antique shop some years ago, it was into the several thousands. So there you go. There are opportunities to buy stuff a little bit cheaper here. As we come down here, we've got some more David Waller art, and then we've also got these here. Now look at that old lightning there. Is it a lightning? I think it is. And of course, if it is a lightning, which I think it is, the lightnings, of course, a lot of them were based at RAF Binbrook, close to Grimsby, and as a child I often used to see them flying over. We've also got, we move on to some collectibles then. We've got a couple of little bits of Moorcroft. So a nice little piece of Moorcroft there in this interesting boar's head inkwell, again, which is another nice piece. I've also got some George Jones Majolica plate there. And then we move on to some collections of 2000 AD. And when you look at these, you will see there is a hell of a lot in each lot. So all these 2000 AD comics and things. As you come onto here, more 2000 AD comics, and then we move on to some records, some interesting records, some singles and things, again, which you can look through and look at the pictures and see what artists are there. We then move on to 2 gold-plated pens. And as we come onto here, we've also, now there you go, there's an example. Look, see there, the difference there, it says current bid. So somebody has already bid on these, someone's already having a go at these, and there's £10 bid on those already, whereas like the handcuffs haven't got a bid yet, and so on. We've got this lovely Royal Worcester bowl there, and please see the pictures for the details, it says there. And as you come down here, this I think is wonderful. I'm surprised there's not a bid on this yet. This is huge. A big Marmite jar, which could be used as a cookie jar or whatever. It is quite tall. I'd say it's probably about 12 inches tall, maybe a little bit bigger, and it's made by Wade. Okay, so any of you, and I would say that this was most likely a shop display, and again, quite a nice piece, that one. Also got a truncheon in there as well, and this lovely piece here, which is the large silver and carved page turner from back in the day. These here are all badges, okay? So if anyone's into collecting bowling badges, then these are the ones. These are Australian ones, and we've taken a picture of every page so everybody can see what's up for grabs on those. Several of those. We then start moving on to some of the toys, and we've got one hell of a collection of scale electric cars, some from yesteryear as well. But look at these. These are boxed, and this always makes things a little bit nicer. There, look at that. In the sale at 20 quid back in the day. And that would have been a lot of money probably when that was purchased. So you got all of these various scale electric cars. A lot of people, so certainly we've had a few customers here that have been putting scale electrics up in the man caves and things instead of train sets, because it always seems to be train sets that people put up these days. But a few people are having a go at scale electric as well. As we come through the toys, there are a lot of mixed toys. There's quite a few bits of Action Man. Both from the early stuff and right through to the sort of 90s stuff as well. So again, all that is worth looking at. What there is in this sale as well is quite a lot of Star Wars stuff. Wrong page, wrong picture, that one there. Lots of Star Wars stuff. Now these Star Wars action figures, this is one lot. So as you see there on lot 162, you're bidding on all of that there that you see. And these action figures you can see are quite big. So again, with a starting bid of just £10, if you got them at that price, you would be getting a steal. As you come on here, box of Action Men includes the Action Man Jeep as well. And then as you come down to here, you've got more action figures. Now, this one here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And we've also got Alien Hero and goodness knows what else. More Action Men there. This one here is Batman. Look at all this, all the Batman stuff and characters as well, including the Joker. Again, there's Robin, I think, in there as well somewhere. So is that Robin there? I don't know. Anyway, all of this stuff here that you're seeing is part of that lot. So again, more Action Man, and we are coming up. Action Man, Star Wars. Sorry, come on, Carl, sort yourself out. Down here, we've got more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then we've got sort of Marvel figures and things. We've got the Hulk and Captain America and goodness knows what else. But good boxes this of interesting pieces. What's this one here? This is a box of cowboys, Indians, horses and things, all old yesteryear stuff. Again, some of these individual pieces can be worth a few quid. So if you are a collector and you're looking for those, it's sometimes as well to buy them in bulk, sell off the remainder, take the pieces that you want for free if you can manage to sell the other stuff on. Wrestling figures. I remember you couldn't give them away years ago. Once again, they've become relatively popular. Trolls there. And then what about that one? A box of Power Rangers. All the different Power Rangers there from action figures. And bearing in mind, that's a fruit box. So some of these are quite small, but these ones are quite large as well. Quite large action figures. That teddy there that's feeling a little bit sorry for itself. Someone needs to give that one a new home. And we move on to radio control cars, Captain Americas, and all sorts of other bits and bobs there. Of course, if you want to come down and view this sale from wherever you are in the UK, the viewing is this Friday, the 17th of October, and you'll be able to see better into them. I mean, we've tried to show you the best we can on these pictures of what's in the boxes. And you've got Iron Man there and so on, more Hulks and things. But again, you're buying these by the box load, look. So you look how much stuff is in each box. That's more a Batman type one again. And then you've got more as you come down, lots of boxes of action figures. Again, some of these can be quite collectible, quite popular. Let's see what they do on the day. We then come on to this one here, a vintage pot doll in the bag there, and this is an interesting one, this one, because it's all the old sort of pot bisque type substance. We then move on to some Lego, various pieces of Lego there, various boxes, some more of the Cowboys and Indians, an old Bigfoot game. So a great thing about the auction, of course, is you do find many of the games from yesteryear. I think that one will do okay, that one there. You don't see that one too often. Look at the dust on it. The Key to the Kingdom, Waddingtons. Let's see how that one does on the day. Don't forget, if you are thinking of bidding from away, we do offer a full pack and send service. We charge £5 plus VAT to actually pack and wrap your items, and then we charge you the postage on top. So, of course, you can have stuff sent all over the world if you so desire. Down here, we've got more. We've got some Subutio, quite a few bits of Lego kicking around the sale. And there's all this stuff here as well, tuned up little cars as well, little kit cars. They're a bit different. I can't say I've seen those before. Scale Electric, more Scale Electric. There's plenty of Scale Electric in this sale. More boxes of action figures and so on. And then you've got this one here, lovely radio control car. More action figures. Whoa, who are these ones here? I don't even know who this lot is. Bit interesting. Anyway, tub of assorted figures. No, they didn't know either. Boxes of various cars and things there, and various die-cast bits. As you can see on the pictures, there's all sorts there. More die-cast stuff as you come down, and then we come on to some of the boxes of I mean, this is sort of older die-cast there, but it looks of it, you know, a bit play-worn, but a lot of people are into doing those up these days as well, which is good. And then we move on to some of the boxes of teddies. Now, you really need to have a good look in this because, for instance, you've got some older pieces there. You've got Roland Rat in there. You've got Noddy. You've got a Golly. You've got Big Ears hiding away back there. And some older Disney pieces as well. So, again, certainly worth having a bid at these. And this one looks like it's sort of jointed, mainly jointed teddies, but there are some other older ones at the back as well. As you come down here, we come on to some more boxes of action figures. This one's all Spider-Man look, and there's quite a lot in that. Bear in mind, these are banana box sizes, so you know you are getting a lot for your money here. Lots of action figures there. As we come on down here, we've got more action men, lots of action men in this sale, and then we come on to this. Now, sadly, this wasn't complete. So it's, of course, Harry Potter Lego set, Hogwarts 71043, which is a lot of money. However, somebody has obviously started it. But what's great is a lot of the bags are still there and still sealed. So the resale for this, for people that are looking for parts, is actually good because you are going to be able to resell those items on, probably individually, and make a few quid as well. Totally shocked there's no starting bid on that yet. We've also got these Funko Pops, and then we move on to quite a few Sylvanian families, various boxed items there, articles, and then an old big track there, and then we're going to move on to some of the interesting stuff, more interesting stuff in a minute, which is these. So anyone remembers these? These are Transformers from back in the day, commonly known as G1. Okay, Generation 1 Transformers, and you can see these here have got quite a few bits in the boxes. So again, we do always recommend people coming and just checking, making sure, or of course, you can ask questions. Ask questions through the reports that are available on Easy Live, condition reports they call them. You can ask us questions and we'll have a look for you. So there, and it's nice to see these old G1 items in the boxes as well, particularly sort of ones like this, and there's another one coming up soon. Now, something we've tried a little bit different this time. If you look at this one here, so this is older boxed Star Wars stuff, so sort of from the some of this late 70s, some of it early 80s, and so on. But what we've done with this is, rather than show you the inside of the boxes, we'd actually done a YouTube video on these. So if you actually follow the link there that I'm just showing you, let me just turn that off a second. If you actually follow the link that we're showing you there, if you copy that and paste it into the top, let's just try it out as an example, which is not going to work now, and I'm going to look daft. So we paste that into there, hit enter, and there you go. That's going to take you to our video that we did all about these figures, which includes the box unopenings as well, to show you everything that's in every box on there. There you go. So that is a new feature that we've added this time for you. And you can then, you've just got the picture of the box, but then you can go and look at, there you go, it says, please visit our our YouTube channel to see the box contents. So something a little bit different we're trying there to try and give people a better idea. Rather than just a picture, they can see a video of what's going on with the item as well. As you come down here, more Star Wars items. This Action Man stealth bomber, we have actually got the box to that as well. More of the Star Wars stuff there. Look at this. All these Star Wars bits and bobs are fantastic in this sale. Load of old die-cast cars there as well. And as you come down this way, you've got more of the early boxed Star Wars items, which again, you know, get them at the right price. They're going to be bargains. This sort of stuff doesn't come up that often. And then look at this one here. Look at this old G1. That's still got the polystyrene insert in there. You know, believe me, this stuff will sell on the day. Just because there's no bids yet. I mean, this one here, look at this one, which is the Optimus Prime, the one that all the kids wanted back in the day. And there it is, look, in the box as well. Yeah, a little bit of damage on the box, but the box is there, which is important. More of the excellent Star Wars stuff, Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, they're all there on this one. And then we've got these, and these are quite nice lots. These reborn dolls. Now, of course, these reborn dolls are kind of made to look like real dolls. They're weighted in places, and these items here can certainly sell for a few quid. Certainly when the craze was massive, some of them were selling for hundreds, if not thousands of pounds. This one here, what's she look like? Look at that. Look, there you go. Some people think they're a bit scary. Some people love them. It's one of those. It's you're either going to love it or hate it, but do expect bids for those on the day. They are a popular item. Basket of Action Man vehicles, and then we move on to some of the Star Wars Lego. Now, again, we've tried to show you on every one of these a picture inside the box to show you exactly what you're getting. There's all the way stuff all the way through, up into including the Lego 7190 Millennium Falcon there. What you will find with a lot of these, I think they've been bought for people that didn't necessarily finish them off, because a lot of the stuff is still in the bags as well. Can we guarantee it's all there? Of course, no, we can't. We do like to, I mean, failing actually building the models, I'm not quite sure how we would do that. And as I haven't really got time to put a member of staff on building the models for you, you will have to come down and check them out. Okay, so as you come down here, we move on to all these Lord of the Rings figures. There's quite a lot of these as well. So we're actually showing you on each one there. So you've got 4, 8, you've got 11 in that lot there, and so on. So you can see that as you come down here, all of these Lords of the Ring figures being sold by the box. As we come round to this bit here, the Millennium Falcon spaceship, well, look at that. I mean, that was one that you need to check out the pictures online on the YouTube video there, because this one is going to show you what is in that box as well. And of course, the Millennium Falcon was the one that all the kids wanted. Can't believe there's no bid on that one yet either. A basket of Star Wars vehicles, and then basket of Action Man accessories. Now, there is a box somewhere. There it is. This is the one. So that's nice on its own. Now just notice this one. This is real early. So Star Wars Land of the Jawas, Kenner. Before Palatoy got involved, I think this is a Kenner one. And look at that kid's haircut there from back in the day. Anyway, this one here is the one that I think could do okay. This one is got as the all the little individual figures. Now what the person that whoever owned these had the good sense to do, they've got all the little guns and things in there. But what they did, I'm going to show you in a second when I get to it, is they saved all the backboards as well. They haven't got the little plastic insert that was on the front, but the backboards are there. So you've got a little bit more for your money there than what you would normally get. These old backboards, you know, these are a collectible as well. So again, good luck that one. Could make a few quid that one. Let's wait and see. Loads more Action Men. Lots and lots of Action Men in this sale. You know, Action Men, can't hide it. It's not as popular as it used to be. But well, let's hope the collectors turn out for it on the day. As we come down here, we've got various model kits, boats and ships and things. And then some more collectible toys. And Yoda down there as well. On the shelf. This one here, I'm told these are quite a few quid to buy. Williams Honda, as you can see there, look, it's all in the box. And again, I'm told that isn't a very expensive item. I'm not 100% sure. As we come on here, various larger die-cast pieces, and then we come down to here some really old vintage marbles, and then we've got some collectibles cards, or whether they Pokemon, Pokemon cards, and then various bag of Powerballs and things, stuff from yesteryear. So lots of interesting stuff as we head towards the gaming. Later on, we've got a Harry Potter one there. And then the gaming, you've got Super Nintendos, you've got Wii systems on there, quite a few Wii systems, and a lot of old gaming as well, which we're going to head up to in a second. We've got a Wii there, we've got the old stylophone there, various Nintendo Wii consoles, and then we head on to a lot of these older gaming. Now, this stuff is very interesting gear. I remember getting one of these, or my parents buying one of these, where you could sit and play tennis and stuff like that on your telly, and everyone at the time thought it was absolutely fantastic. The kids would kind of laugh at it now. I would have thought, but again, taking you back. Great thing with these ones is that all these have got the original boxes and so on. There's also a basket of Super Nintendo games there, and as you come here, basket of Nintendo games. And again, current bid on that one, look, £10. Some of the various games in here, Back to the Future, you know, expect bids on these. People do like this sort of stuff. As we start getting closer towards the sale, then people will start looking at these a bit more, and all of these old TV games as well. As we come down here, we've got more of these various electronic pieces, more games. Again, current bid on that one, which is a box of Sega games. And then as you come down here, the box of PlayStation games up to £20 already. Do expect that to do more. The old PlayStation 1 games are quite collectible. Now, as we move on to the towards the end of the auction, we've got a coin collection. Now, this coin collection has come to us from a gentleman's private collection. Not this one. These are actually from somebody else. Sorry, I apologise. These are the 50p's. Lots of collectible 50p's in this auction as well. And there's also some collectible £2 coins in that lot. But as we come up here, we've got a dateless 20p, which always seems to sell. Then we come on to these. These are the ones I was talking about. So this gentleman's collection here, we've done that in sort of higher resolution so you can see all the grades on them. And there you go, so you can actually zoom in on everything and check them out like that, you see. So that is a little bit better for you guys. Lots of shillings he collected, silver shillings, and as you can see there, they're all being sold by the tray. Now, there are going to be some reserves added to these. We haven't got them yet, so I can't tell you what they are, but this is one man's collection. He's got old 10 shilling notes, some of the old blue £1 notes, which you don't see that often anymore, and also the old sort of green £1 notes and so on. We're coming up with some wonderful stuff here. These £5 notes, again, extremely collectible, and that one as well. We're getting much older now, the old £10 notes. A lot of these are in reasonably good condition as well. So, and we've also got the collection of the original new polymer ones. And then you start heading into some of these old treasury notes. Now, again, some of these can make a few quid, so beware on those ones. They're gonna go up from these prices, believe me. And this one here is a stunner. This one here was a B3501, £1, and they missed the serial number off it. Now, this was purchased for £650, so not a cheap piece, that one, but there will be interest in that one. There always is in errors. We then move on to white fivers here, and then all these. We've also got some white tenors as well. And some of these as well are the Nazi ones that were forgeries back in the day, which have become very collectible. And because, I mean, let's face it, how many times would you see a white £50 note? What a dream that would be to have one of those back in the day. Everyone talks about white fivers, but they forget there was other notes made as well, white 10s, 20s and 50s. A lot of these here are sort of old banking notes. Again, you can spend a lot of time looking at these on the pictures when you go through the catalogue yourself. And then this one here, which I thought was really interesting, was an actual cheque that was presented on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Phil Keane won £16,000, and that was the cheque, and this was handed back to them by the bank as a memento. And here it is, ending up in the auction. Now, I can say there is a couple more lots to add yet. There's a rarer date silver shilling and a £5 note with an error on it as well, from a different collection. We're going to be adding those in the next day or two. So there you are, everybody. That's what the auction has to offer for the specialist sale. You can, of course, get onto Easy Live Auctions and start doing your bidding on this one now. The viewing for this one is this Friday, the 17th. And, of course, once you've done the viewing and done your bids online, you can either come into the auction room on the 23rd and bid live, or you can bid on Easy Live Auctions. Thanks ever so much for watching this one, and hopefully we'll see you at the auction.